Alright, I'm doing a little recording here to practice. So I feel a little icky-sicky at the moment, so I'm like, what a better time to... Look at this big fat squirrel right here. Look at this big fat squirrel right here. Can you see? Can you see him? Oh no. Oh, baby. I try to speak squirrel. Maybe he'll come back. So, getting out of my head. I need to drink some water. Do you want an orange, little squirrel? I can't give you an orange. Neighbors probably wouldn't appreciate that. I think I'm dehydrated. I drank so much yesterday. I had like the equivalent of one shot of vodka over the course of the entire day. I was hungover before I even went to bed. My body does not do alcohol. Ugh. So this is my breakfast. I had some coffee and I'm like, alright. I woke up, had a really strong coffee, so now I'm like dehydrated, and maybe I shouldn't record here. At least that guy has clothes on. I wanted to see the squirrel, but I'm gonna move you before I get something that's gonna get my video taken down and violate someone's privacy. They probably don't care. But, yeah, so icky-sicky. I'll probably feel better after I get some salt. I should do a little bit of salt. So, I was at my brother's. I'm gonna go back to my mom's. I have like no plan for the day. Like, it's Monday, I gotta get some work done. So I could set up literally anywhere and do some work. I can go out to this little lake. Maybe do some yoga with the ducks. A little qigong. I gotta do something. I've been so in my head the past... This orange is a little sour. In the past couple, like the last week and the past couple weeks have been difficult. I was planning on being out of Florida by now. My fan's upside down. I was planning on being out of Florida by now, like early March. I said, beginning of March, first week, I'm gonna shoot up to South Carolina. Start heading up to Maine, up to Canada. But my van's like, no, not feeling it. So I had my van break down on me, had to get it towed. So that was a story. So my mom comes out. Her husband tries to see if he can't get it working. Can't get it working. So called AAA to get the tow. AAA never shows up. So after 6 hours waiting for a tow truck never comes. So we're like, you know what, forget it. We'll just leave it tonight, come back with a trailer. We'll go to U-Haul, get a trailer, and then AAA will have to reimburse us because we're paying for a service that they didn't provide. So trying to get my mom reimbursed for this trailer, we had to come out, spend another day, get the trailer, tow the van. Lucky her husband has a big truck that can tow this monster. I mean monster in a good way. You're an awesome. I love you. Chungus. Sorry. Anyway. Get it towed to Firestone, because of course it's the weekend when it is having problems, and I didn't want to just take it to a shop that wasn't open and be like, pray that you know, they can get it in and just leave it there all day. So Firestone replaces the alternator, and then it works. All right, fine, great, thanks. And then it starts having the same problem, but it doesn't stop working. It just is like, I put on the blinker and it's like the power's gone. The blinker's taking all the power, and I thought I was gonna get stranded on the highway. I'm like, okay, so let's take it to this local shop. They'll figure out what's going on. Maybe it wasn't even the alternator, I don't know, but it's running better. It's not great. So then the local shop has it for like 3 days, trying to figure out, like, guys, I know it's some kind of electrical issue, and they're looking around, like, cleaning all the grounds, and it's like, we can't figure it out. And then finally, I'm sitting in there, I'm like, I'm just gonna come, I asked for it back, I'm like, I need my bedroom I need to sleep in it. So let me take it back. I brought it back in the morning. They, like, didn't make me pay for it. I'm like, all right, I'll trust them, they trust me. So then they're like, oh, we found the problem. The alternator that Firestone just replaced, they didn't tighten the electrical cable enough, so it was like sometimes charging, sometimes not. So I took that invoice back to the Firestone and they reimbursed me, so thank God for that. Maybe I shouldn't even say the name of the company, but whatever. I'll bleep it out. I won't. I don't know how to do that. So, okay, great. So now the van's finally fixed. I'm gonna test drive it a bit, stay here a while, and then head north. So, got an oil change too, got a tune-up, got spark plugs replaced, and then now I drove out to my brother's like an hour and a half. I drove, and the van won't go over 65. I've got the pedal to the floor. I can get up to 50. Okay, but I'm like, I've got this thing up to 90. Like she drives real good at 85, but can't get there. I can't even get to 70 unless I'm going downhill. So now I already had some codes, so I made an appointment to take the van in back to the local shop on Wednesday. It's now Monday, so I'm gonna go back to my mom's, drive an hour. I don't know because they took out like the console in the middle. So I don't know if when they put it back, maybe it's just something is blocking the gas pedal from going all the way down. I'm hoping it's just something stupid like that. Because I tried moving the floor mat. I'm like, the floor mat's in the way. Like, I can't get, the pedal won't go down. It's hitting the floor mat. So I moved the floor mat. Same problem. I don't know what's going on. So get the codes checked. See if I can get her to go up over 70. Because I guess it's not like a fatal issue. I could still drive. I've planned on avoiding the highways. It's just, like, before they figured out that the wire wasn't tightened, I was just getting really frustrated. And then even, when I came back to my brother's and I realized that something else was going wrong, I'm, like, on the verge of tears. I'm like, I just, I thought, Mercury retrograde is over, like, everything was breaking, but, like, finally, like, I'm done with the shenanigans. Not yet. But then I went to this little music show that I never do stuff like that, but I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go. I feel like I gotta go. Like, great opportunity, like, get out there. And it's, like, scaring me, I don't like to, I have anxiety. I don't like going out in public. I don't like being around people. I'm on my own, driving downtown. I'm like, anxiety, like, I gotta know, okay, where am I going? How's the parking gonna be? The van, like, is the van gonna make it? But I made it, and it was a really great time, and I'm glad that I went, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, things are finally starting to, like, I'm manifesting, I'm meeting people, I, got someone's phone number, and I'm, like, chatting up people, and, being really social for me, and, make it back to my brother's, and so, anyway, just the point is that it's been a rough couple weeks. I'm still trying to figure out the van. I'm like, okay, I just gotta be patient. It's not time yet. It's like the places that I want to go aren't even open till April anyway, so just sit tight, just stop trying. I feel like I'm in the cartoons where, like, you know, their legs are going and like this the wheel of feet before they like take off. Phew! And my feet are in wheels, and I'm like, okay, we just gotta slow down and wait. It's not time. And I actually feel a little bit better now, so thank you. Got that orange in me. Hydrate. I gotta rest, hydrate, be patient. Everything's gonna be fine. The universe isn't out to get me. I'm protected. It's protecting me. You know, God's protection is God's protection. There's a reason I'm not supposed to be gone yet. I've still got things to do. Just do some work. You know, if I wasn't in town, I would have missed that show. It was really weird too, because I didn't even know about it till the night before, and it was kind of just on a chance that I even saw that in the time that I did. Oh, so I guess I'm gonna go back to my mom's today. I was gonna go back yesterday, but my brother invited me for dinner, and then right after dinner I was just zonked out. And I was at the pool yesterday, and I was even thinking like, oh, I don't know if I want to get naked, get in the pool. It's clothing optional campground, so I'm like, I don't know, like, meh. And then I'm like, it's in such a, it's hot, like the sun is blaring, it's Florida, it's in the 80s. I'm like, there's not a cloud in the sky. I have to, right? I just, how refreshing it's gonna be. So I just got in the pool. Oh, it was so nice. You know, chit-chatted with the neighbors and got out and sat in the sun a little bit. Of course, once I get out of the pool, like, this breeze starts blowing. It's a cool breeze, so I'm just like, ooh. Nothing like cool breeze on the tits to make you remember that you have a body. But that's exactly what I need, to remember that I have a body. You know, it's like feeling everything, not just being up here, stuck up here in my mind. I talked to my brother a little bit about that too yesterday at the pool. Like, I'm so in my mind, and I think I kind of, because he wants to, like, he's like, you know, I relate, but also like, get out of your head. And I'm like, I know, I'm like, I'm not trying to start a whole like conversation about it, but it's nice to have a conversation about it, because I'm like, I just gotta take it, put it out. So I have all these notebooks I can like write down what's going on. I gotta put this orange peel before it dries out. I'm saving my tangerine peels because I turn them into candy. Ooh, my boss loves that shit. Just boil them up, cut them up, boil them up, coat them in sugar, dry them out for a couple days. And then bonus points to dip them in some dark chocolate. Yeah. Super easy. Just tedious. But I've got time. I have to wait to take my van back in. And then don't know how long it'll take them to figure out what's going on. I've got some kind of like oxygen sensor, or I don't know if it's just not knowing how much like air versus fuel is going on. Like, maybe that's keeping it from it's just, it doesn't know how much power, like, how much power do we need. I don't know, maybe it's just the gas pedal, like, physically, I don't know. We'll find out. So I'm thinking by the end of this week, hopefully she's fixed, and then I'll have to, you know, take another week to make sure I'm driving around enough before I go too far away. Just drive it a lot to see if there's anything else going on, and then after that, if it's still okay, then I can think about going north, and hopefully by then it's not going to be 90 degrees, because I sleep in this thing. If it's like high, it's like low 60s right now, high 50s. It's been kind of chilly and nice in the 40s the last couple nights, but it's like 7 once it gets down to like the highs, lows 70 at night, it starts to get a little like, I gotta have all my fans on, and starts to just, it's not as comfortable. And any higher than that, It's like I don't know what I'm gonna do during the day. I'd have to sit by a lake or go swimming or something. Be near water or just wet. Which Florida's so humid, so evaporative cooling isn't even the best here. I'm ready to be back up north. I want to be in Maine. I have to aim for either early May. Oh, that's not gonna work. If I can leave by the beginning of April, then I either have to get up there. Oh, I want to meander. I want to like stop for 2 weeks, like from the bottom of the Appalachians, kind of go up to North Georgia, Tennessee, spend like 2 weeks in one spot, and then travel 3 hours and spend another 2 weeks. Like, I want to do that, like slowly get up there and get to, maybe I can do like late May to June, maybe sometime in June or July, and just like kind of pop around really slowly, follow the weather. The East Coast gets kind of hot though, depending on like unless I'm in the mountains. I want to be in the mountains. And then I've got my passport on the way. It's actually heading to my cousin's place in Maine, because I figured I'd be gone by now. I'm not gonna get mail here at my mom's. But if it gets too warm, I figured I have the option to keep going north. And I'll go to the tundra if I have to. I would like to be able to just drive all the way to Alaska. But I need my chungus. I need the van to function. And she drove so good. I'm like, she was so well maintained. She's got like 230,000 miles. But she drove like butter when I first bought her, and now she's got all these issues. And I'm like, I know the previous owner wasn't like chipping me out of anything. I only paid I paid half the price. Really was just for what's in the van, like the solar system, the batteries, I've got a 2-burner Coleman, and there's a diesel heater, and plus all the like construction that's been in here. It's got a counter and a sink and drawers and cabinets. So a lot of work went into her that I didn't have to do, and it's set up just the way that I would want it set up. It was really perfect. I was looking for a 4x4 initially, and I was in a subcompact hatchback, so it's definitely a lot more space. And I'm thinking I'll probably bring my paddleboard too. I had sent the inflator with my ex. So I might get another one of those. I sent him with one of my extra paddle boards. Why is there leaving my dirty clothes on the floor? I guess, yeah. Anything else to add, brain? Have we gotten it all out? Is this good? I always think about I think that's the problem. I think too much. I'm like, be vulnerable. Like, I want someone to just be able to talk to, but who wants to sit here and listen to me? I had this weird dream last night. I don't want to sit there and talk about my dreams, but I'm like, everybody I talked to in my dream was like annoyed with me. Like, I think that's like my projection, how I think other people think about me. It's exhausting to keep thinking about how I'm perceived when I don't know how other people are perceiving me. It's kind of conceited to think that I would know how other people are thinking. So, and it's so exhausting to think that way. How do I be in me and just be without like wanting to kind of think like, oh, careful, it's like you gotta be careful. You can't, you're being too much, you know, you're, childhood trauma stuff. I hear that squirrel. Where are you? Come back to me. That was a big squirrel. Okay, well, I'm feeling better. I feel like I can drive. You know, my brother's boyfriend just ran to the store. He might actually be back by the time I get out of here. I'm like, do I hang out? Am I overstaying? Do I head to my mom's? Do I just try to do some work here? It's kind of nice. Just get something done. I'm a little nervous to drive this thing. I've got to get back into drive mode. I've got stuff sitting on the counters. I leave something out and then it falls and then it's like, oh, uh-oh. Dropped water on one of my notebooks. I'm like, oh geez. I guess I'll do that. It's not too boring, is it? I'm like, do I just record and then I like edit out stuff? Then I have to learn how to edit. I need a program for that. I don't even know. Like, I've been told, I've done research, and then I'll like, oh yeah, I just need to do this and do that, and then it's like, what was it? I don't remember. But I'll just start putting stuff away, I guess. Get to where I can drive, and even if I don't drive, I can do some, I could pull out my laptop, I can do some work. Ew. Oh, excuse me. There's a tea bag in here. It's from like yesterday. I got a free mug from the Flamingo Bean Co. Is that the right way around? I don't know. This cute little brand new coffee shop in Lakeland. They're so cute and friendly, and the coffee was so good, and I got breakfast and lunch. I did some work there, which I never even go to cafes to do work. I'm like, the thought of leaving the house sends me into overwhelm. So done living like that. I do need a good shower, which I could use my brother's shower. I could use the shower here at the campground, but I don't have my shampoo. That's right, I need my shampoo. I left at my mom's. I did leave it at my mom's, right? Sometimes I just can't remember what I've done. No, I'm pretty sure I left it at my mom's. I want my good dandruff shampoo. It's special. It's the only thing that keeps my head from flaking. I'm a very dry alligator. And I'm so good at organizing. I've got homes for everything. I don't have a bunch of places to put things that are empty and a bunch of things that need places to be that just don't know where they want to be. Oh, what a lovely day for a nude walk. I do want to do some qigong. And there's a lovely little lake right there. I can just maybe do a couple sun salutations. I have a bobby pin. I don't even use these. I don't know why it's here. What if oh, did I say I got a haircut for the first time in 6 years? Since 2020. Everybody, everyone's like, ooh, it was lockdown, and I had already started, like, at least I was, like, shaving the back of my head after I was getting some good haircuts, and all my hairdressers moved out of state, so I had no more good hairdressers. Just gonna stick that right there. I almost inhaled almost inhaled saliva. All my hairdressers left, and for a while I was having all my hair was just here, and this was all shaved. So I would just shave this up and just let this go. And with my hair down, my hair's so thick, you couldn't even tell that the back, anything else was shaved, because there's just so much hair. And lately I've just been letting it go. He took a little bit of the length off of here, but that's okay. Because it'll grow back. He cut it to where it'll grow back out into it. I usually like it a little shaggy lately. I was looking at getting a haircut, and I'm like, I can go to the hair cuttery, and all the reviews were like, oh, this really good barber left to this hair studio. I'm like, oh, why don't I go to a hair studio? Get a good cut. If I'm gonna pay for a haircut, I want like a good cut. But all the hair studios, everyone was booked through to April. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be gone by then. So I just cut it myself again. And then I was here at my brother's, and I was down at the pool. This guy Joey, so this older guy, gay man, had a hair studio of his own for like 35 years. I'm like, he's like, I see like a style there, but I feel like what I know what I would do to it. And I was like, you want to cut my hair? I'm like, I'm honored. Would you, before I leave? Like, so I've got, not only did I get someone else to cut my hair for the first time in 6 years, I got like the most professional haircut that I could get. So I'm like, it's like not just me doing this. I don't even know what I did back here. It was like, I don't know how to cut the back of my head without, like, I just like usually just buzz it and try to like fade it from like a 3 to like a 6, and then I don't know. I'm not a professional. I just am frugal. So I'm like, I gave him what I would have given to the hair studio, what they were asking for, tip and everything. And he was so sweet about it. I'm like, nope, I already decided. Like, this is art. Plus, I haven't paid for a haircut in almost a decade. So please, and thank you. So I'm really happy about that. I'm like, man, where were you before I went to go out in public? Oh, I'm so happy about it. Get my little sideburn curls. So it'll go back out a little bit and still look good, and then I at least have some kind of guideline of how to trim it up again, because God knows when I'm gonna have someone else cut my hair again, unless I come back here and have him do it. But I don't know if I'll be back before the winter. So that's my life. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Sorry I'm like all over the place. I just like looking anywhere else. But I guess I'll continue packing up my junk. Make sure there's nothing that's gonna go flying when I start driving, because something always does. I need to, I've got little like pots of water with live plants in them, and one of them, because it's like string going around the neck of the bottle, and one of them just detached and wet everything. And I don't know if there's maybe if I do something that'll like hold, also cradle it, and not just go around this little tiny like neck. I'd have to do like like a macrame or like a crochet like net that goes around underneath it. There's a way to do that, kind of simple. I don't have a whole lot of twine. I have some string. Did I throw it away? I don't know. I never throw anything away because I'm like, I could use that extra string like that I cut out of things that were in the van. I could use that. Oh, it was my curtains. There were like canvas tarps up as curtains, and then my mom got me some curtains, so the white, I still have the canvas down here too, the tarps. I've got my own tarps. I'll keep those as shade cloths and stuff, or put on the ground. I don't know. It's so hard for me to throw things away. It becomes a problem. But then as soon as I'm like, nope, don't need it, throw it away, just get rid of it, and then the next day I'm like, oh, I had the perfect thing to do this thing with. Ooh, I might have to pee again. Pee one more time, and then hit the road. So clean, pee, hit the road, pee, clean, hit the road, pee. I have to clean, but I have to pee, so I'm gonna go, because I'm just rambling, and I'm really gonna have to learn how to edit this shit, so you don't have to sit here and listen to me, unless I just start doing lives. I don't know, who wants to listen to that? And then I can't sit there and focus on comments, and then I'm like, oh, there is actually someone sitting here talking to me or listening to me. I don't know. My brain is funny. I'm just trying things out. I don't know what I'm doing. But thanks. Bye.